Hello again, it's Wednesday, time to do a little bit of tapping. So the suggestion, this was 2 weeks ago, someone thought of this, is self-sabotage, which is a really great one. I know I'm guilty of it. I don't want to think too much about how often I might do it to myself, but I know that I do it. So self-sabotage, it's that thing where you say you're going to do something and then you do everything you can to make sure it doesn't happen, which is just bonkers. But I think we all probably do it in one way or another. And we don't mean to do it consciously, but when we do and we realise we've spoilt things for ourselves, we end up just thinking, why did I do that? Why did I not just do what I said I was going to do? And then you end up making excuses to try and justify why you didn't do it. Like, I had to have that cake because that was the only thing in the cafe and I was hungry. Or I know I was going to go out for a walk today. I was definitely going to go out for a walk today. But, I've just been too busy. And, that's how it starts, isn't it? You make the excuses. You don't do what you say you should. Anyway, and it just gets worse and worse. So this kind of thing can get in the way of all sorts of stuff, all sorts of aspects of our lives, from our work to our health, to how we feel about ourselves and our relationship with the people around us. So I've got a little script together for self-sabotage as 4 rounds of tapping, so it won't take long. Just while you're boiling the kettle or you're just waiting for your coffee to cool down a bit, we can get this done and see how you feel. So I've shown you before, but I'll just show you quickly again. We start tapping on the side of either hand, the fleshy part, just a few times gently, and then we move to the top of our head, and I'll say the words and then you repeat after me. Inside of the eyebrow, and then we'll move to the outside of the eyebrow. Then it'll be under the eye, right on the socket bone, then under the nose, then under the lips, sort of where your crease of your chin is. Then if you have a feel here, you've got knobbly collarbone points, pick one of those or both of those, just underneath them. And then we tap under our arm 2 or 3 inches, all of our fingers, and then we'll finish across the wrist, just like that. So I'll say the words, you repeat after me, and I'll try and slow it down so that you get time to repeat without me whizzing ahead, because I have a habit of doing that. So let's go. Start with the side of your hand. Even though there is part of me that doesn't want to give up my sabotaging behaviour, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Top of the head in a circle. I am doing this as a way to take care of myself, protecting myself. But really, I am sabotaging myself. This behaviour affects my career. This way of thinking affects my relationships. This pattern I have learnt affects my health. I'm embarrassed that I make these mistakes. This just proves to me that I am not good enough. I have messed up again. And I hate this feeling of failure. Now take a nice deep breath. And just check in with yourself. See if that sort of stirred any kind of feelings up. A bit uncomfortable, sad, relieved, maybe that we do this to ourselves, but you're acknowledging it. And then when you're ready, we'll do another round. Even though I feel stuck with this pattern of self-sabotage, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. I say one thing, and yet I do another. I have felt victimised by my own self-sabotaging behaviour. This behaviour leaves me feeling lost. Why do I do this? Going against myself. Don't I want to succeed? Don't I want to be happy? It's like I'm on autopilot. It's become such a habit. Where did I learn to be so good at being my own worst enemy? Take another deep breath and let that out. So when you're tapping, you're working directly with the midpoints of the brain and the stress response. You're also changing your brain chemistry and calming down your system and getting your energy flowing, so it's all good. So let's go again. Even though I make sure I don't succeed, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. I am supposed to be my best friend. Who has taught me to be this way? But what will happen if I break this habit? Will I be loved? Will I feel safe? It can feel uncomfortable to change a habit that has protected me in some way. But I feel good for acknowledging what has been going on. I can choose to recognise the thoughts that undermine me. I can choose to think differently. Take a deep breath. A bit thirsty today. I'm feeling a little bit more relaxed now. Felt a bit anxious the last day or so this is really helping me. So hopefully it's helping you. So side of the hand, last round. Even though I use self-sabotage to hold myself back from something that I don't think I can handle, I deeply love and accept myself. I do things to slow myself down, and sometimes they are painful things. Shooting myself in the foot, but I am open to the possibility that this is a form of self-love. A misguided act of self-love, but still with good intent. I can choose to find better ways to take care of myself. I can choose better ways to show myself love and care. This just comes from old misunderstandings. I can see more clearly now, and I'm releasing this pain. Allowing myself to heal, allowing myself to form different thoughts, releasing this fear, ending the excuses, setting myself free. Take a deep breath. Just let that out. And I always say this at the end, don't rush off. If you can, just take a minute just to sit with yourself and be with yourself. Feel your feet on the floor. Just notice any changes that may have happened in the last few minutes. And just acknowledge that you've helped yourself in that 5 or 6 minutes. So for those of you that have joined just in the last minute or two, I will put this video up on my feed so you can use it any time you like. If you would like the script, let me know and I'll send it to you. And if you have any questions or want to find out more about tapping, just drop me a DM. Great to see you guys. I'll see you next week with another topic. We'll have to think what that's going to be. Any suggestions, let me know.